Hi guys. So I just got the barn door open. This thing was so freaking stuck. I don't know if it's from the ground freezing or if it's just the door swelled or what, but I ended up having to cut quite a bit of door off at the bottom so that way I can pry it open. It's supposed to rain the next several days, but I needed to bring the lawnmower here so then that way we can use it to haul things around, to move things around with the cart. So this is honestly the only place that we could put the lawnmower, but there is a whole bunch of stuff in here. So there's a bunch of tires there. That's our tiller, and that's ours, our canopy. But everything else here pretty much is stuff that was left here. So I started working on pulling some of this out. This barn, it smelled funny. I told you guys in a previous video that it just smells like death in here, and it just is really stale and yucky and gross, and I need to get it cleaned and stuff so that way we can put our freezers in here and get the power on in here and be able to utilize this storage instead of just storing everything out in the open outside, especially because, rain's coming. So I started working on pulling out some of these old tires, and I about had a freaking heart attack. So as I was pulling them out, I noticed there was fur there. There is a completely dead raccoon just chilling there. He looks as if he's still alive. I'm not going to show you guys just because I don't know if that's going to freak anybody out. But I don't know what cause of death was, but it looks like he just laid down, took a nap, and never woke back up. So I honestly, when I was moving the tires and I caught a glimpse of that out of the corner of my eye, I was like, oh my God. Raccoons scare me. I am terrified of them. They're very vicious. They're very aggressive. I remember when I was working in the nursing home, I was taking trash out to the dumpster, and when I opened up the gate thing for the dumpster, there was a big raccoon standing on top of the dumpster, and it was like at me, and I ended up throwing the bag of trash behind me and took off running through the parking lot screaming like a little girl. Yeah, that's kind of my response with coons. So yeah, with farming, we've actually seen them like really destroy a lot of things, take bills off of ducks and just horrendous things. They're very, very, very scary. But so yeah, I thought I was about to die because of the coon down there. It was not pretty, but with it being daylight in here, you can actually see a little bit better. I figured I'd show you guys that over there was an old chicken coop in that section over there with the run outside. So that's going to be actually where we put our goslings and ducklings when we start hatching eggs out this spring. So then they'll be able to go in there until they get bigger, and it's just it'll make life nice and easy to have dedicated space for that. So and then somewhere in the barn, maybe I can get these hay bales out. I don't know. I don't imagine that our lawn tractor is going to be able to budge these, and this other door right here will not open. I imagine that when it comes time to get these bales of hay out of here, probably going to have to either flop it on its side and roll it out, or wait until we eventually have a tractor, or strap it up to the Envoy and try to drag it or something. I had hoped that we'd be able to actually just pull it out pretty easily and roll it to where things are really muddy, but I don't honestly think I don't think that's gonna be in the cards because there's not enough door room. This won't open anymore. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to cleaning out the barn. I'm gonna use my pitchfork. I already checked before I started filming. I did confirm that the coon is not loose and movable. Definitely stiff. But so I'm really glad that I brought my pitchfork from the old house today. That was actually one of the first things that I grabbed today was the pitchfork. So I'm pretty jazzed about that because that's the easiest way for me to get this fella out of here. So anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good one, guys.